shit. She's warned us. My dog's still on probation. They got us on us. Far from stupid. In fact, I'm smarter than Harvard students. Spark the movement and put an end to this garbage music. Got me thinking like this can't be like. Voted for the end. I could have died on that payment. Every time I see my mom, I be like, wait a minute. She know it's something wrong with me, but I don't say shit. And I've been tired of chasing dreams, but I'm gonna chase it. We ain't never had a shot.
Good afternoon. Look, time is taking me. I was sitting here replying to people. Thank y'all for being faithful. Thank y'all for joining in. Y'all hear the music? Y'all hear the music? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Cedric. I missed y'all last week. No, I didn't. I'm alive. I say I did. I was in my bed watching Disney Plus last week. I needed a midday. Can y'all hear the music? Hey, bro. Hi, Derek. Thank you for joining. Hold on. Hi, YouTube viewers. Hey, Miss Carolyn, can you call me after my show? I need you for something. My number 215-917-0147. Miss Carolyn, I need you to call me. I need to know if you're available Sunday. Please. Thank y'all for tuning in. Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments on Sadora Radio. Hey guys, I missed you guys last week, but I just told the viewers, I did and I didn't. Last week was a day for myself. We buried my aunt last week, a week ago, and a week on Tuesday, and I just needed a day for myself last week to just regroup because, like I said, rest in peace, Aunt Didi. She hold a lot of my childhood memories. So as I think about it, I'm like, Dad, I am getting older. Because I remember my mom when we was younger, and she used to talk about her childhood, and then like a lot of her childhood is like gone, and I'm looking around like, yeah. So please continue to keep my family in prayer. I would appreciate that. So guys, as usual, I always try to keep y'all updated with what's going on with Meek. So he has agreed to do a PSA, and you can watch it on his on his Twitter, I believe Facebook, and he has a link on his Instagram. It's a PSA remembering Anton Ross, who he was killed by the cops or whatever, and he did a whole PSA, and he released it under the Dream Chasers Records company. So yes, when y'all get a chance, please watch the PSA. It was released today, and like I said, it is focusing on the tragic death of Antoine Ross Jr. He was fatally shot in the back by a police officer in 2018. I didn't know nothing about this until this, and I literally watched the video, and I was like, wow, it's like, I thought once they turn their back, they are no longer considered a threat, so it's just crazy. Meek said that his hope is that the PSA will inspire people to come together and create change in our communities. Our community, Our country needs more communication and understanding, not hate and division. So it's important that we collectively start the conversation and work to leave a lasting impact for future generations. And is hashtag our son is everybody's son. So yeah, so shout out to Meek for doing that PSA and getting involved with what's going on in the country, because it's not just in Philadelphia, it is worldwide, and it's crazy. And I like the stance that he took against well, I am not gonna get them rappers' names right. I meant to write them down. Somebody that just got signed to him and another rapper, they was feuding on Twitter. I cannot think of their names, y'all, and I said I was gonna remember them, and then I forgot them. Well, anyway, they was shooting on, social media, and a lot of people was trying to beef it up. And I think what he said was very like mature of him, like he's trying to change the law, not getting in between his petty stuff, his petty little boy stuff. And I agree with him. Why are we so ready to make our own go at each other? Like, it's just crazy how we do that. And I just commend him on not even becoming a part of that. And it's why do y'all want to beef? Like, y'all two young men who both got signed or whatever, and y'all both about to make it. And the people that are looking up to them, the generation that's looking up to them, they need to realize that this is why these new young boy rappers need to be mentored. They don't just need to be signed and thrown to the wolves and thrown to the pack. They need to be mentored, because a lot of people are listening to these rap lyrics and they're not being able to really tell a difference, like they're acting them out. No, you can't act these rap lyrics out. You can't rap about shooting people in the lean. Like, oh my God, I hate that the rappers promote taking drugs. Like, when was that ever cool? But I don't know. So yeah, shout out to Meek for the PSA and not adding fuel to the fire when they tried to make a beef between. Oh my God, I want to say Young Road so bad, but I don't think that's his name. But it's two young boys. So yes, let's stop trying to have ourselves beefing with one another. Instead, we need to come together and encourage one another, because too many of our people are dying over stupid stuff. So yes, and this is just really a stupid beef. Like, it shouldn't even be a beef. Like, you know what I mean? Sador Films presents Intertwining Series. We're looking for both male and female actors, all nationalities, ages 12 and up. If you have a headshot and or bio, email it to sadorintertwine@gmail.com. That's SADORINTERTWINE@gmail.com. Myself, Tony, and Chris are writers, and Mark Fobb is the executive producer. So if you're looking to be a part of the next best episodic series, reach out to him via email, or you can shoot him. You can call him or text him, 215-617-5558. Y'all know Sador Radio is more than just music. We are, we got good music, but we are more than just music. We have weekly shows from Sunday all the way up to Saturday. On Sundays, we have Brown Paper Girls. We got this. It's a radio talk show with author Pamela J. and Miss T, and they come on every second and fourth Sunday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And their topics include relationships, career goals, problem solving, and much more. Their show is about uplifting women, and they give out information for uplifting women. Then we have Turning Pages. I was supposed to be the special guest on this week's Turning Pages, but we were scared of the snowstorm that was coming on. However, if you tune into Turning Pages, you can tune in next week, and I will be the special guest on Turning Pages next week at the same time at 6:30 p.m. I will be talking about my books and my upcoming book that I'm working on, and that is at 6:30 next Monday, but it's normally on the first Monday of every month. Then we have Let's Talk with Miss Carolyn. She's on every Monday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And her topics are, they are so wide. Like, Miss Carolyn gives you information for the millenniums, the people 40 and up, like, the young, the teenagers or whatever. So that's why you want to tune into her show, because she has information for just about any and everybody. Then we have Keeping It Real with Hands Off with Yvette and Shell every second and fourth Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And their show is talking about child molestation. So if you suffer from child molestation or your child may have suffered from child molestation, please tune into this because this show is bringing a light on that dark topic that we don't want to talk about. And we need to talk about it because a lot of people that are adults, they're suffering from things and they don't know why they're suffering from it, or they are scared to admit that, it's something wrong with them. And it may just be because they was molested and they was told some of the people wasn't believed, like the parents didn't believe them, or they was told if you say anything, I'm going to kill your mom, or, stuff like that, or your mom ain't going to believe you, or something like that. And they have held this on for so long. This show is for you to speak out and let it go. You need to, it's time to let it go because that may be the very thing that is affecting your relationships or like you period, and you don't even know it. So please join them with keeping it real with Shell and Yvette. So I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna just keep it moving. So I don't even want to talk about this, but I am getting text message after text message, inbox after inbox, Facebook after Facebook. People have been texting me as late as last night, like soon as it hit the news, as soon as it hit Facebook, like people sent me inboxes, people commenting on my page about it. I'm not gonna cry, but what saddens me is that before we do research on a person, right? The media can just say anything, and instead of us researching it, we'll take it and run with it, and we'll share it, and we won't get to the bottom of it. But we'll keep sharing this stuff as if it's facts, and just because it's in the media makes it facts. That doesn't make it facts just because it's in the media. And everything that's in the media is not geared to the betterment of the person that is talking about. It just saddens me that a lot of Muslims and a lot of Black people didn't even know who this person was until it hit the news today or yesterday. And well, if y'all want to know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the state representative Miss Movita Johnson Harrell. I have talked to her, but I haven't talked to her since this has surfaced. But I didn't know this was going to surface. But I didn't think it was going to surface like it did. Like the headlines that it surfaced on and the accusations. And I'm not going to cry. I am not going to cry. And the accusations that this lady is going through. And a lot of people are saying, well, she admitted to some, but this is the thing. The things that she has admitted to is not the things that they're blasting in the paper. You know what I mean? She didn't admit to none of that. She admitted to other things, but she didn't admit to the stealing of the money and the other stuff. And like she said, she made a statement and she said, "I am saddened and dismayed by the nature of the allegations made against me." Johnson Harrell told Philadelphia Magazine, "I rigorously dispute most of these allegations. I intend to accept responsibility for any wrongdoings that I have done before I took office. I have always fought for the people of West Philadelphia to the best of my ability." She remains a woman dedicated to ending gun violence in Philadelphia and focuses on the well-being of all Philadelphians. Attorney said that we are in the early stages of this case and will not address its merits in the media. This matter will be resolved with the Attorney General's office and ultimately addressed in a courtroom at an appropriate time. I'm going to ask you, do you even know who she is? Have you even researched her to see the work that she has done in the community by itself? She has a Facebook page. Why don't you go check it out? And then why don't you go to YouTube and type her name in and watch 1 or 2 videos? We are so ready to jump on the bandwagon, and I'm not going to cry, to tear each other down before we are. And it's crazy because that hit the news and like it just hit the news and damn. A lot of y'all don't even know who she is. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know who she was because I don't follow politicians like that. Until I was asked to write her story. And then everybody asking me, am I going to still? Yes, I'm going to write her story. And what hurts me most about this is, and I hope I'm at liberty to say this, Miss Johnson has been through a lot, and she's still going through a lot. And she wants to fight for her people, but she's fighting for the people that turn they back on her. So her thing is, why keep fighting for people who don't believe in themselves? Like, I'm not saying this is what she's saying, but she says she's going to resign. No, she's not guilty of this. And I told her I'm going to stand with her because I believe in her. I'm going to do her story. Because like I said, this is what I said. I said, when the enemy comes in like a flood, God will lift a standard. He has tried everything he can do to break this woman. This strong, beautiful Black queen who made history. And she's guilty of what? Trying to change her communities? The day she was sworn in and I watched it and I'm like, really? And then here we have this. And we're quick to jump on the bandwagon of believing that what the media is saying about this lady is facts. When we already should know that the media ain't going to pick the positive out. They're always going to paint us out as the bad person. Look at that Trayvon Martin story. Look at the Sean Bell story. Look at the all of the Black people who have been killed, and the media make it seem like, okay, well, they was bad people, so they deserve to be killed by the cops or whatever. Y'all should know better. I'm going to challenge y'all to research this lady. And when it comes out what she actually pleaded guilty to, I want you to ask yourself this. Really? Until you research her for yourself and get to know her for yourself, guess what? You are a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. My name is Dorothy Dye Harris, and I am a Christian woman. For Christ I live and for Christ I die. But I stand behind State Representative Morita Johnson Harrell. And I am going to write her story. Her story. And I will not jump on the bandwagon to tear down this beautiful Black queen that wants to make changes with gun violence. She lost her father to gun violence. She lost her brother to gun violence. Then she turned around and moved out the city and lost her son to gun violence. Did you know that she dealt with 5 years of addiction? 5 generations of addiction? The day she lost her father is the same day she lost her mother, and her mother still hasn't recuperated from her father's death. Do you not understand that she has 5 degrees? Research her for yourself. She's a force to be reckoned with for the Black community. And before the Black community sit and tear her down, research her for yourself. And people asking me, do I know? Y'all know me? Well, if you don't know, I love the research. Look, I love the research. I think I kill about a tree every 2 months when I do my show. Because I research stuff. I'm not just going to bring it to y'all to just be bringing to y'all to make it seem like it's my opinion. No, I literally research and get facts to back up what I'm talking about. I love to read. I got a library in my house. Hello. I love the research. But like I said, before you jump on the bandwagon and tear this Black beautiful queen down, I don't care if she is Muslim. That's her belief. But don't look beyond her belief and look what she stands for. Look what she has done already in the community. Did you know that when she went up, she didn't even have the people that she thought to support her, that, you know, she didn't have their support? I don't believe God brought her this far to give up now. Like, it's more that she has to do. She stand, and our quotes are exactly what I quote, and I didn't even know this lady. She believes in the village. She believes that nobody is going to come and help us. What do I say all the time on my show? We don't need the government help. We don't need the city's help. We have our own village. We did it without the government. We did it without the city officials. We had the first Black Wall Street. We had a lot of things, and it was taken from us. And there's nobody that's going to come in and save us. There's nobody. We have to do it for ourselves. And she also believed that if you're not a part of the solution, you are the problem. So please, please research this lady and get to know her for yourself. And wait until all this stuff come out for y'all to pass judgment. Ye without sin cast the first stone. Thank you for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments. And that's where I stand with the issue at hand. And like I said, I stand with her. I believe in her. Every time God is calling you higher, the devil's got to get, the Bible speaks of it. The higher you go, the principalities and all that. Like, I believe that this is just an attack on her to stop what she's trying to do. Because guess what? Imagine if we did put the love back in Philadelphia and then took it across the world. The only way we can cast out this hate, and that's exactly what it is hate. This world is so hateful. But the only way we will cast out hate is with love. And about caring about people that are not directly connected to you, caring about people that can't do nothing for you in return, caring about people that don't look like you. Thank you for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments. Please enjoy this music, and I'll be right back with you. We be right back from commercial. Wait, I can't see. I'm sorry, y'all. I do not be meaning to cry. I did not mean to play that one. I don't know. I'm sorry. Hey! Hey, Riri! Hold on, I'm going. Hey, Rodney! Thank you. It's 215. Miss Carolyn, it's 215-917-0147. And if y'all want to call in and chime in, please do so. 215-917-0147. I do not be meaning to cry. I really, really don't. But it saddens me that we are so ready to tear we are so ready to tear each other down instead of standing behind each other and fighting for what's right and saying, you know what? This is not right. Let's stand behind this person like people like the people standing behind President Trump. Why can't we stand behind our own? But instead we ready to tear them down. Like, that irks my life. That irks my life so much. And I hate that I be crying. Because I'm really hard. Like, I'm not soft like that. I don't be crying because I'm weak. I'm crying because I cry because it hurts me. Like, it really hurts me because it's like people don't love no more. They just so daggone selfish. And I get it that people been hurt and mistreated and abused and neglected and taken advantage of, but all it takes is just be willing to love. Like, you know, it's sad. Like I said, I'm not at liberty to say, you know, what she admitted to. But it'll be out soon. But I just want y'all to really, really please. Her name is she's on my Facebook. Her name is Miss the state representative Movita Johnson Herrera. Just research her for yourself. And like I said, when it come out, what she actually admitted to doing is nothing that she's been charged with, like in the headlines. So they gotta sell it and make it sound good. Like, you know what I mean? Like come on. Before they dig up the good, they try to, I don't know. I'm just sick of it. Real quick. Check out the song by Rod Wave, Titanic, featuring Kevin Gates. I had my family listening to him all day, y'all, on Thanksgiving. He's his name is Rod Wave, RODWAVE. Check him out on YouTube. He also have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram an Instagram account. He's a young guy that really has some really good music. So this is Rod Wave, Titanic, featuring Kevin Gates. I love his music. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the music real quick while I get my segment together. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear the music? These are not contacts, homie. My eyes are real. They change color. My eyelash is fake, but my eyes is real. They just change color. These are not contacts, punk. I was trying. Can y'all hear the music? Can y'all hear the music? Y'all hear something? I know that's my oldest, right? That's my nephew. That's my nephew's son. Let me shut up. Like this time, no, next time, make me fear enough. The inside, I'm tearing go. Say when love comes around, how naturally you're missing my friend. If you do, now you just remember me. Tried to tell you, but now you just remember me. I was trying to let you know. Yeah. I was trying to let you right, Rodney. Rodney says that's what the system does. Put a bunch of charges on you and try to bury you. Not just you, but your character, right? And then when your family has been through so much, it's like, what do I fight for now? Do I fight for my family, or do I keep fighting for, these people? Like, and it's hard. That decision is hard to make. It's like, look, I'm tired now, and I don't want her to be tired. I want her to fight. Because everything she stands for is like, I stand for. I believe that we have to rebuild our own village. I believe that we are called to save ourselves. I mean, not called to save ourselves, but nobody's going to come in and rescue us. You know what I mean? I've been talking about the Black Wall Street for the longest. Who actually has done research on the Black Wall Street? You know what I mean? Like, it's like they say, and this is the sad truth, they say that if you want to hide something from a Black person, put it in a book, because we don't like to read. It's time that we educate ourselves. Yeah. There's a lot going on that we just not paying attention to. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you fighting for people who don't care, I'm telling you, just literally, just the other day, I was telling myself, no, I was actually talking to somebody. Wait a minute, I gotta put it in the next song. I was actually talking to somebody. I said, people so used to you giving them fish that they don't want to learn how to fish. They would rather give you the fish than you teach them how to fish. It's time that we learn, and like I keep telling people, like there's so much gifts and ability and just knowledge in the community that we have and resources in the community that we have. Oh, that's good, Rodney. Like, ain't it crazy though? How we was too scared to even rebuild it or go in and try to rebuild it. But we gotta stop letting fear stop us from doing what we should do. And or we gotta stop. We have to keep going. Like it is taxing, it is draining. Like I was just telling myself the other day, not myself, but I was just talking to somebody, and I was like, I'm tired now. Like I feel like I'm trying to rebuild this village, and I know it's other people out there doing what I'm doing, but it seems like we don't care. And you know, when you look at the people, and this is my problem, I gotta stop looking at the people and look at what God gave me to do. Whether the people are there supporting me right now or not. I have to believe in it enough to keep going, even when it don't look like it's gonna make it. But I get so attached and yes, I'm a Cancer. I get so attached and emotional that sometimes it depresses me. And I'm like, you know what? And God is send that person in and tell me no. Or it's crazy. The other day it was 3 memes back to back to back on Instagram or Facebook, one of them, and it was literally confirmation on what I was just praying to God about. And then I had posted it on Facebook, and my sister-in-law, I don't want to say my ex-sister-in-law, but Shay, my sister, commented on it, and then inspired me. Sometimes I do need inspiration. A lot of people come to me and tell me how I inspire them, and sometimes I need inspiration as well. So that's why I can't just go for any guy. I'm sorry. Good afternoon again, and thank you for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments on Sadora Radio, the station that is more than just music. If you are just tuning in, I was just talking about the Movita Johnson Harrell story, and I have been asked to write her life story, and I was asked, am I still gonna do her story? And I am still gonna do her story. I'm going to stand behind her because these accusations is just crazy. And I just want to say this. Philadelphia is supposed to be the sister of brotherly love. I mean, the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. But we're not standing up to either or. We need the brothers and the sisters to step up and take a stand. Like, come on, y'all. Like I said, please do the research before you jump on the bandwagon of bashing somebody. We bash ourselves more than any race. Any race. I don't see, like, I'm going to leave that alone. Also on the Sador Radio we have the Calypso Show that comes on every second and fourth Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. She is an author, a survivor, and a certified life coach. And she's on every second and fourth Wednesday. Then, of course, we have me, Dorothy Dot's inspirational segments on Sadora Radio, where I try to just keep y'all informed, and I try to inspire y'all to become more active in your community by either being a mentor or, something your community needs, and it needs it. And you being a part of the problem, you being a part of the solution alleviates the problem. So if you see a need in your community, I think you should step up and take, and be the one to take over that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, when I die, I want my legacy to go on. I want my kids to be able to continue the work that I started with the peace movement, the youth, and stuff like that, and helping others who can't help you back. I want my kids to continue to do that, but I know I'm going to have to bring my niece and my daughters in on it because they boys. So I don't know. Anyway, Mark 5 presents the R&B Soul of a Man. Ladies, a show just for us, but from a man's perspective. He's on every first and third Wednesday from 10:30 p.m. He talks about all the topics that women like to talk about on his show. Then every second and fourth Wednesday of the month from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. we got In the Mix with Doug and RJ, where they bring the music for the new millennium. Yes. So we have a lot going on at Sadora Radio. And if you would like to be a part of Sadora Radio, have your own show on the station, please reach out to Mark 5, 215-617-5558. If you are in need of help, or you may not be in need of help, but you know somebody that is in need of help, please get them this website, www.needhelppayingbills.com. That's www.needhelppayingbills.com. They help you with paying rent. They pay your bills. They help you with furniture, clothing, jobs. They help you with a lot of stuff. So yes, you might not be in need, and I know this is the holiday season. You might be in need. So please go to this website, www.needhelppayingbills.com. And on the left hand is a list, a drop-down list of all the things they can help you with. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur and need startup money, free grant money, please go to the website, www.hhs.gov. And they have free grants. If you would like to start a business or you're doing some research or something, they have free grants for you. I'm going to actually let y'all know how this works because I was just talking to somebody, and I'm going to try to fill out for some free grant money so I can, get my building. I'm so ready for my building, and I'm going to get my building. So shout out to Remy Ma. She had the Manhattan prosecutors drop all charges against her. If you don't know I know a lot of y'all know who Remy Ma is, but Brittany Teller accused her of stalking her at an event or something, and they all took it all the way to court, and the prosecutors dropped all charges on Monday. So if you didn't know, yeah, shout out to Remy Ma for being released of assault charges on Brittany Teller. Yeah, shout out to her. I forgot about that because I do watch Love and Hip Hop, but I forgot she was going through that situation. If you are in Philadelphia and need something to do before it gets too cold, or even once it snow or whatever, once they shovel it, you still want to go out sometime. If you go down to I don't know how I just got tongue-tied like that. If you go down to the Christmas Village is returning. There's a 65-foot Ferris wheel down there known as the Wawa Holiday Plaza, and it's the largest Ferris wheel ever to be on the north side of the City Hall Plaza. They have if you go down there, the tickets are $4, and you get to ride the Ferris wheel, and it's going to be here all the way up until Christmas Eve. And also the Philadelphia Zoo is having a holiday light show for the kids, and the Christmas Village holiday train will take you through it, but it costs you $3 per ticket. So that's something good for the family to do. They will be here up until Christmas Eve, and the hours of operations are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. The Christmas Village will be open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. From 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So if you need something to do, you want a cute little date, this is something cute to do. Shut up, Charmaine, if you're watching. I want to go on this Ferris wheel. Because they had the Ferris wheel down here, and I got on it. What was that, 2 years ago? And I was screaming my life out. And my sister Charmaine got it, or she recorded me. And I told her about this one. She was like, please, bye. You cried on that little one. You was not going to get on this big one. But I am. I'm a daredevil. Like, I like doing crazy stuff. Like, I cannot wait to go skydiving. And not bungee jumping, but I want to do the slingshot so bad. The ball, the slingshot down Penn's Landing. I'm in Atlantic City. I want to do that so bad. I'm like a daredevil. I like adventurous stuff. So again, thank you for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments on Sadora Radio. Enjoy this music, and I will be right back with you guys. You right, Danny. You right, Danny. Black people don't stand up for our own kind, and it's sad that we don't do that. It's so sad that we rather, before we help build each other, we'd rather tear them down. Oh, thank you, Rodney. That would be appreciated. Would you say, Riri? It's hard. My sister Maria said it's hard trying to change the community because the community don't want to change themselves. They see a lot of stuff going on and don't speak up. Everybody that's in the community is scared to speak up, and I kind of agree with her. And it's like I'm only 40, right? So I'm still young, but it was just certain stuff. Let me put my own song in cue. When I grew up, it was just certain stuff I didn't do, right? If I seen elders, I knew that all right, so I think I started smoking cigarettes at 12, right? Being grown. But I knew not to smoke a cigarette in front of a grown person, let alone cuss in front of a grown person. These kids don't like the way they talk to their elders. And like I was telling people, I seen a video on Facebook where they literally jumped the old lady, and I'm like, and the way these kids talk in front of these adults is like, it's ridiculous. Like, I would never, growing up, I was scared that they would go back and tell my parents. And this is the thing. The kid's not scared of their parents because the parents are scared of the kids. But I also said this. I said the difference between, and y'all know I say this all the time, I'm not prejudiced. My father is like, my granddad is a pure white man, and my father is, half white, half Indian or whatever. So, Anyway, the difference between a white family and a black family is that, those white people don't beat their kids because they was never taught to beat their kids. You know why black people beat their kids? Because they was beat into slavery. So we're so ready to beat our kids before we are ready to talk to them. And because our ancestors was beat into submission, sometimes we think beating our kids is the answer. Whereas though, vice versa, sometimes our kids really just need a little bit of attention and talk to. And some of these white kids really need their behinds whooped. But everything stems from generations. The generations of white people didn't beat their kids, so their kids don't get beat. The generations of black people beat their kids, so guess what? They get beat. So when we talk about the difference in the communities, we have to be mindful of that too. That we was beat into slavery. You know, we was beat into submission, and we carried that into. Hold on. And we carry that into, and we carry that on generation to generation. I ain't gonna lie, I should have beat my kids more. I ain't even gonna lie, they should have got more beatings. But I didn't beat my kids. I didn't beat my kids, and then they got older. Like I just sent them to their dads to get beat. That's probably why they resent their dads sometimes. But yeah, I couldn't beat them no more. I couldn't beat my boys. But it's not like they got beatings, because they really didn't. They probably should have got beat more. Maybe they would be. I don't know. I'm just saying, but there's a lot that we got to take into consideration when we build in the village and trying to gain back what we once had. Because I believe we can do it. When the last time you was down North Philly, or even some places in South Philly, I swear it looked just like New York. It looks just like New York. And I'm so mad we allowed the New Yorkers to come in and buy up all our property for cheap. It looks just like New York. I don't know. What y'all think? Hi. Thank y'all for tuning in. Talk back. And now, this is my song. I feel this poison. Late at night, I can't sleep because I hear voices telling me I'm too deep. I'm trying to force it. I feel my demons the rest, but they keep stalking me. Wait a minute, y'all. I gotta get my other song. Please. Listen to the song. Let's be one running from demons. I like him, yo. I need y'all to go listen to his music. Right, wait, ODWABE. Let me check it on YouTube. You know what? You're right. Listen. But it's not just our community. It's not just here in Philadelphia. It's in Chicago. It's in somewhere up. I got it. It's all over. It's all over the world. It's all over the world. But my thing is, this is the thing, right? This is the thing I believe. Because we're considered the city of brotherly love, it starts with us. It has to start with us because, like I said, we're the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. I believe that if we get it right in our neighborhoods and start in our homes, in our communities, we can go to like Chicago and help them. Like the youth are dying at a rapid pace, and we're not caring. If the youth keep dying the way they dying, then where's our future? Is it going to die off with them? And then I'm not a homophobic or anything like that. God loves the person, He hates the sin, but it's more deeper than us worrying about who loving who. We need to worry about who's not loving, and these kids are not getting the love that they need. They're not getting. I don't know. I don't mean to be a big crybaby. I'm sorry.
Daddy went to prison. Gary took me in. Gary went to prison. Mama went off and found us some happiness. She got married. In my daddy valley, I turned my back on the family. Looking for love and all the wrong things. Now my heart, I was so full of love and so late.
Everybody that I invested trust turned to defeat.
I know you're frustrated. You want me to open more.
But it takes a strong heart to hear a broken soul. It is so loud. If loving me is hard, I apologize. If I push you away, promise you'll stay by my side. He's been broken from the start. He got some lyrics for y'all. I'm telling y'all, he got some lyrics. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. I think for this one, being this thing we gonna last. You gon' be free. But if you plan on coming back, then baby, you shouldn't leave.
By the time that you get back, I'll be going. Scared of being alone, and where I lay my hat to my home. And I know that you're frustrated, you
You need an open home, but it takes a strong heart to hear my broken soul. Broken soul. Broken soul. Can y'all hear it? It's alright, it's alright, yeah. I but you will promise you'll stay. He's been broken from the side. His name is Rod Wave, R-O-G Wave, W-A-V-E. He got some lyrics. Good afternoon again, and thank you for tuning in to Doc's Inspirational Segments on Sadora Radio. On Sadora Radio, we also have the Diva Show every Thursday from 12 noon from 12 noon to 12 p.m. If you want to be a part of the entertainment industry, this is a show you must tune into. She gives advice in the music industry, and if you want to be a part of it, like she keeps it 100. Like you could call in and ask her things, and if she knows, she would definitely keep it 100 with you. So if you want to be a part of the entertainment industry, this is definitely a show that you need to watch. Every first and third Thursday, we have Real Ish, No Joke from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. with Jay Monet and Nicole. They show is crazy. Y'all need to tune in. I love Miss Jay Monet. She's a comedian, so you get that comedic genius behind her show as well. It's always a good watch. It is time to be proactive when it comes to your health. Join Kiana and Jay as they educate you and teach you how to become healthy with the products they recommend. Every Friday, they are on Fedora Radio from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. talking about healthy tea talk. Like Jay is a product of her own products, and she tell you the products that she used to work her and Kiana. So yes, tune in on of you about that when they get healthy. They say this is the season that makes the summer body. So yes, if you want to be more healthy and want to shed some pounds and get healthy, tune into their show every Friday. Nothing is off limits when it comes to these two. So there's no need to be mindful. With Enjoy and Simply D every second and fourth Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They talk about everything. Them two are just a lovely they work so well together on a show, and they feed off each other so well. So yes, watch that show every I believe it was every second and every I was right, second and fourth Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. If your business need promotion and you would like to promote with the internet radio, why not use us for advertisement reasons? Sadora Radio has packages to suit your needs and budget. No business is too big or too small. Contact Mark 5 at 215-617-5558 or email him at SadorLLC at gmail.com. That's SADIORLLC at gmail.com. They are all the shows that is on Sadora Radio. Again, if you would like a slot on Sadora Radio, please reach out to Mark 5 215-617-5558. So I don't know if y'all heard about this, but Ice Cube and LL Cool J was very unsuccessful in purchasing 22 regional sports TV networks worth billions. They shut them down. Disney decided that they were not. So my thing is, right, these are two black men that are doing exactly what Bill Cosby tried to do, and sadly, you know, they could do it at 71 billion. They had 71 billion dollars to buy the companies, and they didn't want them to buy the companies. Ain't that so? So my thing is, I really want them to really start their own network. Like, I think they need to team up with the Oprah Winfrey and the Tyler Perry. And it's sad because they're going to try to stop us, some of us, and everything we try to do when it comes to really standing out and owning something. This is what I tell people. A lot of people say, oh, they don't want to be homeowners. Why? I mean, yeah, like, you're never really going to ever truly own your home, even if you pay cash. Let's be real. Because the moment you stop paying your taxes, you get back in your taxes, they could take it from you. But wouldn't you rather own something than keep renting? Wouldn't you rather leave something to your kids, kids? I don't know. I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for them literally teaming up with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey and getting some more networks, because that's what we need. I watch some of these networks and I'm like, how did they get on TV? Like, some of these shows, I'm like, and then I got Disney Plus. I have to keep Disney Plus because, you know, I got nieces and nephews, and Imani just gets everything out of me that she wants. So she was like, my niece is like, because I was going to cut it off. I was going to cut Disney Plus off. I was mad that they have a couple of shows that I grew up on, like Pippi Longstocking being one of them, you know. But she's like, no, Andot, you got to keep it. I'm like, really, Imani? We can get Fire Sticks, but I kept it for the nieces and nephews. But why don't they come up with an app? Like, I get the BET Plus app. You really only need the BET Plus app if you don't have BET, I believe. Because I don't have the BET Plus app, but I can watch all his stuff without the BET Plus app on my cable. But it's time that we start thinking bigger. And it's time that we start believing in ourselves as a whole. And it's time that we go after these dreams and these goals. And it's time that we really learn our history and the people who came before us and how hard. And that's the thing. Like, it seemed like they worked so hard that, like, I ain't gonna lie, my kids are very privileged and they don't understand that. And now it's my fault because they feel entitled. Like, I want to take my kids back to the age of 10 or 9 or something, 8, when I had control of them and just redo some things, like make them work for some things instead of just giving them everything they want. But this generation just thinks that everything is supposed to be handed to them. And we got to teach these values and morals in our kids because, like I said, I really want to rebuild the village. I really want to rebuild the Black Wall Street. I really want to be more supportive of the Black community. I want us all to start supporting others. And my thing is, why don't you support? Like, because you a hater, or because you couldn't see yourself doing it, or is it because you feel like they don't deserve it? Like, ask yourself, why don't you support your local friends and family? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that, because like I said, I believe that we have all we need in the village. We don't need to lean and depend on nobody else, because without money, we would still be able to do what we have to do. I feel like if both sides of my family just came together, yes, I'm calling the Harrises and the Richburgs out. If they both just came together, like, we will be multi-billionaires because of all the gifts and talents that are in both sides of my family. Like, I have some registered nurses in my family. I have cops in my family that have been in the police field for so long. And I have some wonderful hairdressers in my family, some people that can sew some clothes, you know what I mean? Some people that can babysit they can babysit your baby like you babysitting your own baby. Like, the love that they have for kids. I'm like, dang, we all just pulled together, we would be multi-billionaires. But you know what? I believe that the Black family, I have to have hope. And I believe that the family itself is going to come back together like it was when we was kids, like when I was growing up. Because like I said, I was blessed. I was I was blessed because I had my mother's side and my father's side. And I literally knew all my aunts and uncles on both sides. Like, my cousin Mariana, she's like, yeah, they used to take you everywhere, dot, dot. That's what the family calls me, dot, dot. Like, literally. So you hear somebody call me dot, dot, you know that is literally blood family. Because nobody calls me dot, dot anymore. But anyway, so I'm blessed, and I want people to have what I had growing up. And it's a shame that the family is so divided that we ain't gonna make it much longer, y'all, if we don't get it together. We not. They already. Oh, he told me, I forget where it's at, but somewhere has already agreed to the purge. They're doing the purge. Some city. Do y'all know about that? Some state has agreed to do the purge, and I meant to look this up. But literally, they told me this right before I got on, about the what is, they say Illinois. I don't think it's Illinois. I don't know, but it's literally a city right now taking partaking in the Purge the movie. Like, literally, please look. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna get back to y'all. But we, like I said, we don't have much longer. I mean, before something is coming, and I'm not saying Jesus is coming back, but something is coming if we don't get it together. And I'm, like I said, I'm not saying Jesus coming back. I'm talking about something that none of us are really ready for, and we're not going to be able to survive. And it's not about, and it's coming for the lowest / middle class. You know, it's coming for us, and it's time for us to band together. You know, it's just sad. It's sad. Did y'all see the new robots they made? I know y'all probably like shit all over the place. Do y'all not see the new robots they made? Like, literally, it's crazy. Who's seen iRobot? Like, literally, is the robots are like that. Like, they're humanizing robots. And then not only are they humanizing robots, China just passed, was it China, the law to where as though humans and animals can procreate. Something is coming, y'all. And like I said, I ain't seeing this Jesus Christ, although I would be happy if he came back. But it's something like not bigger than that, because there's nothing bigger than that. But it's something coming to try to, they're already trying to destroy us. And we're doing a good job at destroying ourselves. So it's time that we come together. My God, I wish the ancestors, like, we could turn the world into a movie, and our ancestors like literally just come back and just check us all, like, you know what I mean? Just check us all, like, that would be dope. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, they would not let them. What's the name? And guess what? It was only worth they offered 71 billion, but guess how much it was worth? 6 billion. The networks that they wanted to acquire was only worth $6 billion. So yeah, I know I probably went on a tantrum. I always do. Did you know that Rihanna is now the wealthiest female musician alive? She went past why am I saying Madonna, who was worth 570 million, Celine Dion, who was worth 450 million, and Beyonce, who was worth 400 million. Rihanna is said to be estimated at 37.5 million, but as of her net worth now, in 2018 she was 37.5 million, but as of now her estimated net worth is 600 million, and that's all because she did a woman of color makeup, and this is supposed to be the first luxury makeup for black females. So kudos to her. Kudos to her. Okay, listen, I need y'all to listen in real closely, right? It's this disease going around, right? But it's only affecting, as I researched it, I know it only affected a particular race, right? So I need y'all to be looking out on the lookout for this, because I don't know how contagious it is, but it looks like the mumps, right? And it's called the hand, foot, and mouth disease, and it's on the rise. So please, please, please watch when y'all send y'all, like, you know how your kids have friends and stuff like that, and you be like letting them go over their house and stuff. Please check out, you know, where they're going, because yeah, is like I said, is all of the pictures was of a particular color, but who knows, like, you know. Yeah. So please watch your surroundings and watch your kids' surroundings, who they are around, because it's really affecting people. You know, it's affecting people, but it's contagious, but it's an illness, but it's not like it's deadly. But you don't want this virus because it'll feel like you're dying. You don't want this disease because it makes you feel like you're dying, although you're not dying. Alrighty, thank you for tuning in to Doc's Inspirational Segments on Sadora Radio. Enjoy this music, and I'll be right back. Wait a minute. I hate when I do that. That is not what I wanted. Wait a minute, y'all. I put the wrong song in. I keep moving. I don't want this song. That's not the Meek Mill song I wanted. Y'all hear the music? This is not what I wanted either.
Imagine what it is you like. At least you come without the top. What's the moan? I ain't never gonna stop. The moan, I ain't never gonna stop.
I promise y'all I am gonna learn how to work this laptop. This is my song I wanted by Meek. But it affects adults too. It affects children and adults. Like, it affects children and adults. Yep. If you type in hand, foot, and mouth disease and pull it up, it affects children and adults. So, but it's only when I was looking through like I said, the pictures of it is only of a particular, you know, race that I seen pictures, but that don't mean that, you know, we are immune to it. Yeah, it affects children. Yeah, it affects children too, Rodney. I mean, adults too, Rodney. Thank you for tuning in. I thought you was my nephew. My nephew is named Julius. Hey, bro, you still here? And why are you laughing? Y'all, like, I got so much stuff to do because literally we coming to the close of this year. If I have a vision board party, who won't come? Yeah, but the pictures, you know what, Rodney? The pictures that look, no, don't keep click on. You know what? I'm gonna tell you where I went. Hold on, is it on here? Because mine says it's adults too. Where I went, and then they had the pictures. They had look, the pictures show the adults, and it says it right here that senior citizens or folks with weakened immune system are also vulnerable, especially if they live in community arranged like community centers. So older people and other people can get it. And when I seen the pictures of it, when I clicked on the link and seen the pictures of it, it was like older. You know what I mean? You know, older people. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's about to come to an end. Come on, talk to me. Well, y'all don't have to talk now, because then I gotta get back on air. Good afternoon again, and thank you for tuning in to Dot's Inspirational Segments on Sedora Radio, the station that is more than just music. Okay, if y'all logged into Facebook today, y'all seen the foolishness. Like I'm just over it and sick of what we have allowed to continuously going on. It's like a slap in their face. Like, so George Zimmerman is planning to sue Trayvon Martin's family and the Florida prosecutors for $1 million, claiming they engineered false evidence in his homicide trial for shooting dead the unarmed black teen in 2012. Like, if you don't go sit down somewhere, like, I can't say that because I'm a Christian. I cannot say that. Lord, forgive me for that thought. Like, I feel like now he's like antagonizing the family. It seems like every year or two he's back in the news about this. You know, and it's like he need to be smacked. Like, if you don't go sit yourself down somewhere and be repentant of what you did. Like, I want to ask a question so bad, but I can't because I'm a Christian and I have to forgive. But I just feel like you just like, I don't know. God forgive me for that thought. Like, I'm sick of him. I'm like sick of him and his antics and the way he's being boastful and proud about not only getting away with murder, but like now, really, like leave this family alone. Like, can they have Can they file harassment? Can Trayvon Martin, can the Martin family like file harassment charges, something against him, or like sue him for libel, or just something? Because I'm just so sick of this man and what he's doing to this family. You know what I mean? And it's making me mad because, like with Movita Johnson Harrell, what I do love about her and what I do love about Trayvon Martin's family is that they have rise above pettiness. You know what I mean? It's like they not lashing out or acting in a manner that I would act. That's why I know God is still working on me. Because I probably would have been dead. Nothing. Nope. Shut up. That's not nice either. Lord forgive me. But let's just keep them in prayer, the Martin family, as they once again is now in the news attached to this man's name. Like that gotta be nightmarish. Like to keep being in the headline with the man that killed, like you keep making the headlines because of this foolish man. And this man, not only did he kill your child, he got away with it. And now he's like nagging you and he's like tormenting you. Like it's like torment. And it's pissing me off. So please, please keep the Martin family in prayer as they once again have to be connected with this man in the media because of his foolishness. Like I know they're tired. I know they're tired of this man. So okay. This is the part of the show that this is why I do this show, but this is the part of the show that makes me cry the most. But I'm not gonna cry because I already cried earlier, right? If you live in Philadelphia, you should know that I want to make sure that I'm correct. Right, I agree with you. That every 3.7 days a kid is shot. I'm gonna just read some of this stuff. 16-year-old girl is the 106th person under 18 shot in Philadelphia this year. Girl shot dead in North Philadelphia, suspect in custody. Hundreds gathered for funeral for Micah. I don't know how to say the last name. I think it says Tennant. I'm not sure. The 10-year-old that was shot at Camden Pleasantville football game. Another child in Philly has been shot. So now what? I called our political leaders to ask. Shot while at home as 2-year-old Nicolette Rivers was in her mother's arms just a few weeks before that. Shot while sitting in the car as 11-month-old Yasmin Jenkins was less than 24 hours before that. Shot while getting off a bus in North Philadelphia as the 16-year-old girl was Saturday afternoon, a man walking up the street. It had been 3 days since the 16-year-old boy in Kingston and a 9-year-old boy in Southwest Philadelphia was shot in the chest in separate cases. Wednesday morning, my heart aches because why? An activist whose 21-year-old daughter was killed in 2009. It's just over and over and over again that we're losing children. Children under the age of 18 made up about 1 out of every 16 shootings last year. Victims. Last year, they were 1 out of every 12. Like 500 people under the age of 18 have been shot since the start of 2015, and the number is continually rising in Philadelphia. What is it going to take for our people to rise up? What is it going to take for us to want to become a part of this solution and not a part of the problem? Exactly what Miss Movita Johnson Harrell is trying to do before this scandal just, bluntly just came out of nowhere. High school football star shot, killed in Overbrook. Brother is charged. He was on his way to college. It was an accident, though. But why did they have a gun? Why? Brother had a promising future. 27-year-old former NFL running back found dead after battle with depression. Dad, 21, hung himself outside probation office when they banned him from seeing his baby son. Does that yet make you want to get involved? Or do we have to read a headline with one of your loved ones' name written across it? What is it going to take for you to get involved? That doesn't depress you. All these kids are getting killed over stupid, senseless violence. That young boy, it was an accident, I get that, but that young boy had a promising future. It's time for us to really stand up and make change before it be one of your loved ones who we were reading the headline about. When I grew up, I loved the cops. The boys in my class, some of them wanted to be cops. When I was growing up, you fought and you lived to see another day. We wasn't afraid to take an L. Again, what is it going to take for you to get involved? I just found out it was a shooting at a club that I had recently run out to. The week after, we literally went to a lounge, rather, because I don't do clubs. And it was girls. And I said, thank you, God, that I wasn't in the club, the lounge that day, that night. I prayed for the girl who got shot. I don't know the whole story. It's just time for us to care. It's time for us to love again. It's time for us to want to support. It's time for us to become, like I say this every week, something that's bigger than you. Don't look at me. It's not about Dorothy Dot Harris. It's not. It's about the youth. It's about giving them hope again. It's about showing them that they are most loved and most cherished. It's about showing them that their lives matter. It's about showing them that whatever they want to be in the future, they can be. And it's about helping them reach those goals. And it's not going to cost majority of us nothing but a little bit of time. I come on here. I've been on December. This might make 6 months. I've been on the radio and doing the podcast. And you know what saddens me? I ain't get one email or phone call yet for support. I didn't get nobody to say, yeah, Doc, I will help you build the village yet. Or I join in on what you're doing, because I live in Kingston. I live in North Philly. I live in South Philly. I don't even live in Philadelphia. And I'm fighting for Philadelphia. Y'all don't know how bad I want to rent my house out on Airbnb and go to Atlanta and be selfish. But Philadelphia needs me. The youth here needs me. My kids are grown. And some of y'all probably like, y'all don't have kids or it's not affecting you, but it will affect you sooner or later. And this is what y'all don't understand. It's going to affect you sooner or later, somehow, some way. You yourself can start up a community thing on your block, especially if you got a block full of kids that you know need to be mentored. Especially, you know what hurts? It could be a grown, excuse my French, pastor, tape. For all my pastors, please excuse my French right now. God forgive me. But you can be a grown ass man and you see that this little young boy ain't got no father and he needs some help and guidance. But instead of helping him, you walk right by him every day. It could be a young lady that you see she needs some guidance because her mother is strung out on drugs. She don't have a father, and she just and you walk by her every day. And it's gonna cost you nothing to just love on these kids. I love it. It was on Facebook. The human traffic thing is getting out of control, and I meant to do a little bit more research. And what happened is the men got together in the community and started patrolling where the kids go back and forth to school to make sure the kids was protected going back and forth to school. I don't know what community that is or where that was located at, but kudos to them. Men don't fear women. Men fear men. That's why a lot of these, and I'm gonna say this. That's why a lot of these men out here won't date a woman with a lot of brothers and sisters. I mean, a lot of brothers and men in their lives because you can't get over on a female that is connected to a lot of men. You can't. And I'm one of them. You can't get over on me. I have a spiritual father. I have 4 brothers and a whole bunch of people I call brothers. And then not only that, I have 2 sons. A real man, a fake man would do that because a real man wouldn't. And if you call yourself a real man, what are you doing about your community? It's not just about your kids. It's not just about your household. And if you are a woman, it's not just about your kids. It's not just about your household. We are a community that needs to come together. And this is all I talk about every week. It's time for us to come together. And help each other out. Because we're doomed to fail. And I don't like losing. I don't like failing. I was raised in the church and we used to do so many activities with the kids. I was raised on VBS. I was raised on children's night choir rehearsal, children's night Bible study. Lord Jesus, Lucille had us in church Monday through Sunday. Literally. But we were safe. These kids can't even walk to the corner store without the threat of being kidnapped and sold for either their organs or human trafficking. What do you want to do? How can you make change? Like I said earlier, if you're not a part of the solution, you are the problem. Think about how you was raised. It took if you my age or older, you knew it took a village. You knew you respected your parents and you respected your elders. You even respected the crossing guard that crossed you behind across the street. You respected the man that had the corner store. You respected your neighbors. I'm sorry. I know I'm just tired. I'm believing God for a transformation. I'm believing God for a miracle. All hope is not lost. And I'm not going to allow what I see affect what I believe because I walk by faith and not by sight. I believe that if I ask and that if I believe, then I will receive. I believe in seeking. I believe in knocking. I believe it. I believe it. I have to go hard for these kids because they are our future. It hurts me that my Aunt Dee Dee died because she holds my past. She holds the memories of me being born up until I can remember. And my village is literally dying off because they're older. These kids are going to look up and there's nobody that's going to be older. And we're looking down and then there's nobody that's going to be younger. We are the old, we are the what they consider, we are the OGs. My grandmom, I believe, was in her 80s when she passed. My granddad too. But these kids are dying 6 and 7 and 12 years old and 17. They're dying before they even can figure life out. And this is why we must come together and stand 10 toes down and rebuild the village one brick at a time. Will you help me? Or will you continue to just be a part of the problem? When I grew up, Francisville Playground, we used to have the cheerleading competitions. We used to have summer camp, y'all. And it was free for the parents back then. But we still had to pay me and money. We had to pay for our uniforms, our cheerleading uniforms when we was in the competitions. But at summer camp, we learned how to do a lot of things. We was taught a lot of things. And it was the summertime, so we wasn't just running around raggedy and getting into mischief. We had things to do. These kids don't have anything to do. There's programs out there, but the programs are not reaching the communities that they need to reach. Like I was just telling somebody, I remember Paul. I used to live in Logan and we had Paul. I used to visit my cousin Bonnie and them on the weekends, and there used to be a Paul around the corner. I remember growing up with Paul. The police athletic league. It was so much for us to do. I was in a drama class. I was in a music class. You know, when I was in school, we went around and we sung to the old folks' homes and we took presents and stuff like that. We did Christmas plays and, stuff like that. And if you're my age or older, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's time we get it together. Thank you for tuning in to Dot's inspirational segments on Sedora Radio. Our world, I would say, is in need of urgent care. Our youth is in need of urgent care. And it's not just a youth problem, it's an adult problem. Like I was telling somebody, some of these adults need mentors because they didn't have a big mama, and they're becoming parents. Kids are becoming parents and they don't know how to. No, parenting never came with a handbook, but you learn how to parent from your mother and your grandmother and your aunts. A lot of these parents are lacking grandmothers, mothers, and aunts. Ain't no way. I'm not even going to touch on that because I don't want the backlash. But I will say this. My generation was told a child should stay in a child's place, right? And our parents, for my generation, our parents made the best decision for us, right? And once we got grown, we could do whatever we want to do. Once we got out of our parents' houses, we could do whatever we wanted to do. But as long as we was under our mother's houses, we had to obey their rules and follow their commands and do what they said. But how about these parents are becoming more friends than they are parents? famous, unfamous, all that. My kids couldn't get tattoos until they turned 18. And I'd be darned if I was going to let Marquay or Brahim. Thank God they not like that. But at the age of 9, it's nothing. Let me leave that alone. Enjoy this music until I get back, until I come back off a commercial. Because I don't want to go somewhere and then people be like, oh, well, you know. Like I said, God loves the person. He just hates the sin. But where I was going with it, somebody would have tried to use it like I'm, just not being like I'm being a racist, or I'm not hating, or being I'm discriminating. It's not that. It's just there's certain things that I grew up on still need to be implemented this day, because I am not my kid's friend. I am they mother first. And the decisions I allow them to make at a child is definitely going to affect them as an adult. I don't care how much money I have or had, or how much money they have. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Enjoy this music until I come back. Thank you.
This a banger. I'll be the reason.
Hi, y'all still here? I'm sorry. Let me go to Instagram. What's the name? Thank y'all for still watching. I be trying not to cry, y'all. Somebody called me a punk. It's like, you always crying, you're a big cry baby. And I'm really not. I'm just so passionate about it that people be like, you know what I mean? But I am like, thank y'all for riding out with me. For rocking out with me. I appreciate it. I'm chasing the gold that you can. Most of our family don't understand that I can explain a lot. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see something. All of this pain scarred my heart, feeling like surgery. I was dodging them bullets until I had took it. I come in burglar, breaking out through the wrist. I can't do it alone, cause I really need you. Fuck around, lose my hope if I never see you. Use my backbone to the back, bro, trying to please you. I did it all for my people, when they leave you on the side away. I'm thinking about getting high, trying to find a higher way. I don't know types, I don't know options, they gotta die today. Money your best friend, cause I'm fast man, keep a secret. Swear that it wasn't illegal, I'm gonna leave you on the side away. Said you do all that for your peoples and they leave you on a sideway. I love that song too. That was Skylar Black with Urgent Care. I love her music. Yes, please check her out on YouTube as well. Her and Rod Wave, I was about to say Ty Wave. Her and Rod Wave, their music is really good. And they speak from they old. Like these people are really young. Thank you so much for coming in week after week to watch me try to inspire you all for change. My public service announcement, I had to reschedule for another date. We did do majority of it last Saturday. But please, I need some more men. We will be doing it again this Saturday. The location is 43 East High Street, and the time is 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. All I really need you to do is come in, read a couple lines, and that's it. If you would like to help me out, please, because as you just read, if you was here earlier, you heard me say how many people. It was like 3 people that committed suicide, and then the lady, she killed her kids after the divorce papers. These are signs of depression, and I really want to get the PSA out before Christmas. So if you would like to be, again, I need more men, because did you know that 1 out of every men kill themselves, and that 3 out of every 5 1 out of every 5 men kill themselves, and 3 out of every 5 women kill themselves. So I need more men to come up and be a part of it, because I need men to realize that the men who are depressed, who might see this PSA, to realize that you can get help. It's okay. Getting help isn't going to bruise your ego or your pride. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't going to make you less of a man if you get help. I would rather you get help and get the help that you need and save your life than you to feel like there's nobody out there that cares. I'm here to tell you, male, female, child, that you are not alone. You are not the only one who suffer from depression. There are a lot of us that suffer from depression, and we are ashamed to admit it and get the help. I am here to be a voice for depression, and I'm here to tell you, please get the help you need. Confide in somebody. If you would like to be a part of this PSA, please reach out to me, 215-917-0147. Literally, you only have like 1 or 2 lines to say, and yeah, I would like to get it done. Again, we will be shooting the rest of the PSA this Sunday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And you really literally only have like a couple lines to say, and I want to get it out. Again, I told y'all that the young lady who killed her husband and our 2 kids, that's where I knew them, and it just hurt my heart that, you know, she was suffering from depression. So please help me in getting the word out that there is help and that they are not alone. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Today's quote: do what you can with all you have, wherever you are. Theodore Roosevelt. And number 20, we have one of the most famous, well, you know, I was telling you I had 1 through 20 famous quotes when I first began. So we have the famous quote about life by Teddy Roosevelt, who served as president of the United States from 1901 to 1909. A true optimist, he believed in the value of always giving it your all, no matter what you have or where you are. It's time for us to step up and start giving what it is that we want, what it is that we desire our all. Not 50, not 25%, but putting it 100% into your goals, your dreams, and going after them. There's nothing, the only way you will fail if you don't try. You know, there's no, and if you do try and it don't work out, that's a lesson. You learn from that and you keep trying until you get it right. I don't believe in failure. The only, like I said, the only failure I believe in is you not at least stepping up and trying. I would rather you step up and try and fail, you know, and it don't go right, than you to not try at all. So do what you can with all you have, wherever you are. Theodore Roosevelt. I thank y'all again for tuning in to Dot's Inspirational Segments on Sadora Radio. Shout out to Rodney, who won the gift card. Nobody else called in, so I was like, okay, Lord, thank you. But I wound up giving it to somebody anyway. But nobody else called in, so I just gave, a love offering to somebody. But I thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, and I just want to make a difference in this world. That's it. That's all. That's my legacy. My legacy will be making a difference by letting everybody know that they are valuable, that they are most loved and most cherished, and that they can do exactly what it is that they put their mind to. Putting fear aside and even doing it afraid. Trust me, y'all. I tell y'all, I am doing this thing afraid, and I am single and I don't like it. And I'm single by choice, because now at 40, I'm like, I refuse to settle. I would rather sleep alone than sleeping next to somebody that I'm not attracted to or anything. Like, I would rather just be by myself. And I believe God will send the right mate. People keep testing me like I'm for play, and then they realize, oh, she the real deal, and then their little feelings get hurt. But I don't mean to hurt their feelings or nothing. I'm just me. Like, you get what you see. You don't have to wait for 90 days or even the second conversation. You want to get me in your first conversation, and like, that's it. That's all. Like, I'm just me, and I'm going to change some of my ways, but I'm not going to change that, because then I'll be fake. And I can't be fake, you know. Like I said, I want a man with vision. I want a man with ambition. I want a man with drive. Like, and that kind of man ain't broke, but he might not have the money right now either. But with ambition and drive and motivation and just vision, that you know where you could go with a man like that. Sheesh, that's a power couple. Like, you know. Yeah, so that's it. That's all. I hope everybody had a blessed Thanksgiving. We did. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving with my family. I hope y'all created new memories as well. Um, to my Harris and my Richburg family, I love you all with the love of Christ. Even to my family that I have extended myself to, I love y'all all. And I just want us all to make it. Like everybody I love, like y'all know I love y'all. Everybody I love, I believe in y'all. And I just want us all to make it because I believe that what God has for you is for you. And like what God has for me is for me. So much so that I literally cried to God, like, do you really have this for me? Like I think me winning this yacht might be just me fantasizing about having a yacht, or me making this change, or me doing this might just be me, having a dream that's not gonna come true. But I literally heard somebody say, you have to work for what you want. You must first believe in yourself. And I am believing in myself that my hard work and in it is going to get me a yacht. I'm sorry, y'all. I really want this yacht. I was just telling my best friend yesterday, I want to be able, when I'm so stressed out, like, this is why I want a yacht and access to a jet. Because when I'm so stressed out, y'all don't understand how many people call me a day or even in a week's time that just call me for encouragement and stuff like that. So, I'm bound, like I'm not weighed down, but I have all this on my heart. And sometimes I want to just jump in on a plane and just go for like 2 or 3 days and then just come back. I have to make it because so much is on me. And there's so many people that I want to help and bless that I know God has it for me because I'm not doing it for selfish reasons. I'm not doing it just to say, oh, I have it. Because if you only knew what I do behind closed doors, and you would be like, but how? And my answer would be to you, Jesus. He's my provider. Jesus, he's my protector. Literally provides and take care of me, like literally. So Jesus works for me. I'm not knocking nobody for what they believe in, but he works for me. And yes, I'm doing it because he gave me the vision, and I'm gonna write the vision down and make it plain. And I'm gonna go after it because it's gonna tarry, but I'm gonna wait on it, and it shall come to pass. Thank you again for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments. I love y'all with the love of Christ, and I love you guys with all that I am and all that I will be. Thank you for tuning into Dot's inspirational segments on Sadora Radio. I will see you guys next week. Again, thank you for your support. And I look forward to you telling you guys, what's going on in Philly next week. Have a beautiful, blessed Wednesday evening. I'm excited because Chicago, Black in Chicago come on tonight. So I'm gonna watch that tonight. So all right, you guys. Y'all have a blessed one. And I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you again for tuning into Dot's Inspirational Segments on Sadora Radio. Hey, y'all. Hold on, I gotta. Thank y'all, YouTube watching. See y'all next week. Thank you, Rodney. You can watch on Facebook, but YouTube is fine. Thank you, Feedy. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Miss Carolyn, for watching.